Hello guys! Today is January 10th, 2025. In this episode, one would love to show you a detailed update on growth of every cuttings that I have took from the Anthurium stem propagation on December 12th, 2025. It's been a great journey so far, and I am shooting this video after 4 weeks later of the stem cutting. I am starting on January 10th as weekly challenge to show you the proper growth of the Anthurium stem cuttings. Here, what you are watching, they are just very small, tiny, maybe roots. Or maybe not. I am not so sure here as I have never experienced these before. By trying for the first time, I feel I am very successful on these. If you think each of the small buds are single future plant, then leave your valuable comment in this video. The cuttings are not too much stress as they were covered inside the poly bag to keep the moisture inside. After cutting the stem, I was a bit nervous and I was asking some of my friends too about the Anthurium stem cutting propagation. I was confident with the words from my friends, and this will take a while to go with this journey. While going with the propagation journey, sometimes you will find a partial damages from cuttings. But hey, do not get stressed. Just keep checking the infected area and clean it properly. You can check every cutting's weekly basis as routine check. Also, I have to tell something about watering. My precious Anthurium crystallinum cuttings need consistent moisture. I'm so careful not to let them dry out, especially the freshly cut stems. The poly bags help, but I still check the soil. Once a week is usually enough in winter, but I'll be watching closely and probably watering twice a week in summer. High humidity is key for these little darlings. No direct sun or drafts, and I've been trying bottom watering. Fingers crossed they root well. It's been a week since January 17th, and I'm so excited to check on my Anthurium crystallinum cuttings. Taking them out of the poly bags, I'm happy to see they're still nice and moist, no dryness at all. And the best part? The tiny pink buds have grown a little more. Giggles. It's taking all my patience. This process feels so slow. But it's encouraging to see those little buds popping up all over the healthy stems. They're coming from everywhere. I'm already thinking ahead and planning to buy more pots soon, preparing for the arrival of my baby Anthuriums. In my other propagation pots, the moss seems to be thriving, almost outpacing the tiny plants themselves. One cutting, which I'd planted a bit deeper, is showing a promising sign. The pink bud emerging has a noticeably heavier root system, looking incredibly strong. I'm so happy to see most of the cuttings are starting to show signs of growth. Wow, amazingly, another cutting has developed even bigger buds. If you give me a few minutes, I bet you'll see even more exciting changes. It's like they're growing before my eyes. This particular stem is showing remarkably fast growth and well-developed buds. I think I know the secret. It had a head start with 2 to 3 healthy roots already established when I planted it. Those roots are now nestled comfortably in the soil, likely giving it a real nutrient boost and fueling its rapid development. It's amazing to see how much further along it is compared to the others. While not all the cuttings are showing signs of growth yet, the important thing is that none of them have dried out. This gives me so much hope that I'll get even more baby Anthuriums from every single stem I've propagated. I'm keeping a close eye on them all, and I can't wait to see what happens next. January 24th. Another 7 days have passed, and I'm back with an update. I'm opening a few random propagation pots to give you a live look at how the Anthurium cuttings are doing. I'm planning to film weekly updates to create a more informative video series on their growth. If you're interested in their progress, please subscribe and share. This particular stem was the lowest part of the original Anthurium root system, the very last section with just a few roots. But look, there are tiny red spots appearing, which is a very promising sign. Good soil is essential for Anthurium success, and I prepared this mix with extra care. If you'd like to learn how I made it using simple materials, check out my previous stem cutting video. Now let's move on to another bud. And wow, it's grown significantly since last week. For a good comparison, rewind the video a bit, take a screenshot and compare it to today's growth. The difference is amazing. I'm checking on my stem propagations, moving from pot to pot. The first few pots, with their numerous drainage holes, are drying out much faster than the others. The increased airflow is definitely a factor, so I'm making sure to check them frequently and water whenever the soil feels dry. It's a bit of a balancing act. The other pots are a different story altogether. They're developing a thick layer of moss, which seems to be outcompeting the stems in terms of growth rate. It's become quite a mossy landscape. In one of the moss-covered pots, I've spotted something exciting, a new Anthurium bud. It's growing incredibly fast, and I suspect the consistent moisture trapped by the moss is contributing to its rapid development. I'm a little puzzled by the vigorous moss growth, though. The third pot, however, is practically overflowing with it. Let me carefully remove some of the top layer. Aha! There's something trying to push its way through. It looks like new growth, and everything underneath the moss seems to be in good condition. That's reassuring. After this inspection, I'm carefully placing all the pots back inside their clear poly bags to maintain humidity, and then returning them to their shady spot. They seem to be thriving there, moss and all. January 31st, 2025 marks the end of the month and my final update for now. This week has brought exciting progress. The new buds on my stem cuttings are thriving. They've grown noticeably larger and look remarkably healthy. It's a joy to witness this growth. Every single stem cutting is flourishing, showing strong signs of healthy development. I'm cherishing these moments of watching them progress so well. I'm pleased with the overall health and vigor of the propagation project so far. Huge thanks to all my viewers and subscribers. Your support means so much. I love sharing these updates with you. If you're new here, please subscribe and like this video. It really helps. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.